Hey guys, Cajun Reseller here, back at you with another Thrift With Me video. Today, we're going to go through about 6 or 7 thrift stores where I'm going to show y'all a couple clips from the thrift store and then a couple clips of what I found. So, let's get started. The first thing I spotted at this thrift store is this kitty surprise. It only has one little baby in it, but I think it's still worth getting. So I'm going to list this one as, the kitty surprise with one baby. And I'm going to keep looking and maybe come back and comment some other stuff. This one, as well, Kohl's Cares. I'll pick these up for 25 cents each. And I wouldn't if it was like $2 or $3, but for 25 cents, I'll pick them up. This Care Bears plush looked interesting. I did pick it up. You can't see the tag because it's been cut off, so you can't scan the UPC code, but for 25 cents, I need to test the batteries on it to see if they actually work or not, but it looked like it was a pretty cool Care Bear. I debated getting this frog. I did wind up actually picking it up, but it wasn't worth too much, but I'll go over that in the summary in a little bit. Anytime you can find little Einstein stuff, which is what this is, you should pick it up. It's definitely worth it. Even at $2 or $3, I would pick that one up. I pick up this Shrek because it's like the Shrek going to the night, dressed in his night outfit, going to fight for Fiona. Even though I think it actually says Shrek the Third on it, so I guess he must have dressed up in the night outfit as well in the Shrek the Third. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. I thought this bear might have been worth it. I actually did look it up just because it was big and it would take up a lot of storage space. This bear wasn't worth picking up. I look at this pillow pet, I believe. I don't usually pick up pillow pets unless it's like a Disney character or something. But I click that little dog. I'd always leave those behind as well. This next find was really cool. This is a bat, and I'll go over a little bit more in the summary, but I definitely picked this thing up. This was probably the best. For the stop number 1, this was the best pickup. I always seem to find these fake squishmallows. And like I said, not always a fake, but it's meant to look like a squishmallow and it's not. So I definitely don't pick this thing up. I also find a puppy surprise in this plush haul, or thrift trip plush haul. That little horse was from Sheriff Callie. Squishmallow! Always fun to find those. This little guy needs some cleaning, but shouldn't be too hard to clean him. He's just a little fluff ball. And then My Little Pony as well. I was going to get this bear until I turned over and saw it $2.99. No way. As y'all saw in that video, let's go through these pretty quickly. This little Einstein's plush, saw little Einstein's characters and I knew I had to get that one. Usually those sell pretty well. This little guy actually is from Sheriff Callie, I believe. It's Disney, which is why I picked it up. I didn't know what it was at first, but then I looked up the UPC and it's selling for around $18 in used condition. This is a little Build-A-Bear cat. Picked it up just because it's Build-A-Bear for 25 cents. You can't pass up Build-A-Bear at 25 cents unless it's like a really generic brown or black bear. I'll pick most Build-A-Bears up at 25 cents each. Little Care Bear. This is Oopsie Bear. Not sure, I didn't actually look this one up ahead of time, but Care Bear for 25 cents, you betcha. This little frog, Peace Love, it's going for around 10 or 15, so it'll ship first class, so an easy money there. Shrek, 25 cents, I'm going to pick them up. Like I said, whenever y'all are looking at Plush, most of y'all probably aren't going to find them for 25 cents each, but that's what I find them at a lot of the time, so don't base your opinion entirely on what I pick up. Don't say you're going to pick it up. Don't pick this guy up for $3 and be like, oh, Chris found it for $3 and it's only selling for 10. Well, yeah, but Chris was only paying 25 cents. This was Marvin, I believe was his name, Marvin K. something, Mooney maybe? I don't know. It's Dr. Seuss themed. I'll pick them up. They don't sell for great money, but if I can find like 3 or 4 of them, like I found a couple now, if I can find them and lot them together, they'll go for a decent amount. This little TY Classic, I was able to look it up because it did have a barcode on it. I think it's going for 15 or 20, somewhere in that range, but it's like Cuddles, this little baby and the mommy. My Little Pony, purple. I'm going to pick up My Little Pony if it's 25 cents. Found one Squishmallow, like I told y'all in the video. Don't find these very often, and it does need some cleaning, but I'll definitely pick those up. Kitty Surprise. Just listed one of these, actually. I think the same one, but this one only has one baby, but I can lot some of the surprises up together if I can't sell them individually. This little owl was cool. It's a barred owl. 25 cents. This little unicorn plush looked like a Build-A-Bear to me. The tag being cut off looks like the size of a Build-A-Bear tag, but there are no, I don't think there's any Build-A-Bear markings on it, but I think it's Build-A-Bear. I'll have to do a little bit more research. This Care Bear looked cool. I need to get a battery change on it and see if it works or not, but it looks cool to me. This is the best one. This little Build-A-Bear, I knew I had something decent here. He's going for around $50 or so. Halloween, he should go even faster. Or he or she, I'm not sure what exactly. But it's a little Build-A-Bear vampire bat, and it supposedly glows in the dark. Not sure if this one does or not, but I'll just list it and say not sure if it works, or say it doesn't work, obviously, and then if it works, cool. But it does also come with the outfit, so that should also help increase the value for this little guy. I always like to look at the hat section whenever I go. These 2 hats I did pick up, a Goodyear and a Dale Earnhardt Jr. hat. Both of them were in pretty good condition, and I think they were like $1 or $2 each. After I look at the hats, I then go over to the plush section, I believe. There's a little baby carrier there. I always look at the plush as well. This one, I didn't really see much at first when I was looking, but I actually do find like 5 or 6 plush in here. I think most of them are TY Beanie Boos. I put that rabbit back. I didn't think it was worth it. Let's see what else we can find in here. I think the first one we find is a little cat baby. It's you can see him right there. We find Alpine first, reindeer, but you can see a little cat down there as well, the black and orange cat. There I go. He's worth the most out of all these ones that I pick up, I think. And then we also, if you remember one of the last couple of videos, I picked up I think it was a Feisty Pets bear. I find another one of those in there. You can see him right there. It's a Feisty Pets bear. So I have 2 of those now, so I can lot them up together and sell them as a pair. There I also find Specs, the elephant. At the next stop, y'all saw me pick up a couple hats. This is a Goodyear K-Products hat. Usually K-Products is a really good brand. I haven't really researched this one too much, but I don't think it's one of the old brands of K-Products. It might be a newer brand or something. But if you know, I'm not going to list it until after this video, so if you know that's worth a lot of money, let me know. I've just heard K-Products is really good. And this Dale Jr. hat. It's got a bunch of 8s on it. That was his first number coming into NASCAR. It's a winter circle hat. So I picked that one up as well. Those were, I think, $2 each. So a little bit more than I want to pay for hats, but I think they were worth it. These little guys are 50 cents each. Frights, he goes for around 20 bucks. He's the best one out of all these. The rest of them are, like 6 or 7, 8 bucks, somewhere in that range. But I usually like to lot those together with other ones. This goes for around 12. It's not a Beanie Boo, obviously. It's a Himalayan American Girl doll cat, 2014. Like these two would be lotted together as like woodland creatures. Rocco and Bandit. Alpine would be with Christmas themes. And you got Specs and Sugar. Sugar might go with the Valentine's lot, and then Specs go with the Elephant lot. And then the last one, y'all saw this one in the video. Just found one of these in the last video too. Or last Thrift With Me, I think, was a Feisty Pets bear. He goes for around $18 or so. This is the next stop. I see this Dowdle puzzle. I have no way of knowing if that's complete or not. At one point I was buying those and selling them for really well back in April of 2020, back when the pandemic was, going crazy. And I was able to sell those puzzles like for $60, and I paid like $13 for them at Walmart. Here I'm also just showing some stuff that's on the new rack at this Goodwill. I don't really see anything that I think is worth it, so I don't actually buy anything that's on this rack. I only buy 1 or 2 items at this thrift store. Here's another rack here. It's mainly like glassware and cups and stuff like that. No stuff that I'm usually interested in. I do look at the pot. I don't think it was any specific, any good brand or anything. I don't know if you can. I think it was Sunbeam. Yeah, Sunbeam. I don't think that was worth picking up, and if it was, let me know. After that, I go to another I keep inspecting. I do look that Zenith up actually. Now that I remember, now I'm watching that and remembering. It's a VHS VHS player, and wasn't worth it. This is one of the items I pick up. It's a Costa Rica shirt, and I picked it up based on the comps and based on it being new with tags. I probably should have bought this shirt right here. It was kind of funny. The good LSU, the bad Alabama, the ugly Arkansas. Although I'd switch Alabama and Arkansas. These are the finds from the next stop. This Costa Rica shirt, I bought it because it was new with tags and it looked like it was worth it based on some of the comps. I didn't find an exact comp, but it just looked like it was worth it to me. And then this shirt was, that one was $4. This one was $2. It's a Stanley Cup Champions Chicago Blackhawks. So I figure this would be a good one to have in case they decide to change the name. I'm not sure if they have or not, but even if they don't, I think it'll still sell for a little bit because it's Stanley Cup Champions 2015 Chicago Blackhawks shirt. At this thrift store, the first thing I usually go to is the shoes. Usually, actually, I guess I go to the media first, but there's never anything there, and it's overpriced. I've gotten some good shoes here before that I've sold for over $100. I don't see any here this day. I debate on buying this pair of Justin. It was a pair of Justin boots. I couldn't find the exact style number, and the ones that looked kind of similar were only going for like 30 or 40 bucks. So once you factor in shipping, they just wouldn't have been worth it at that point for me to pick up and try and sell. I keep looking through the clothing here. Actually, I guess I'm just looking at the shoes. These were actually Nike shoes. They were size 16. Paul Philly Flipper, he wants some new shoes. They were $15 though, and whenever I looked up the comps, I just didn't think it was worth it to pick up because shipping for these shoes would be 10 to 15 bucks more than likely. Next section I go to is the Plush, as always. Gotta go to the Plush section. This owl, I think it was, I didn't buy it. This bear I actually did pick up. It's a little Halloween bear, so I got the bat and the Build-A-Bear Halloween bear. So apparently, everybody's giving away their Halloween stuff right now. These were two different stores, obviously, but that little bear looked cool, so I did pick him up. The Snoopy right here, I actually wind up putting back. Whenever I looked him up, he was only going for 10 or 15 bucks, and I was gonna have to pay $1 or $2 for it. And the sell-through rate wasn't that great, so that's why I put that one back and did not buy it. These are the two guys I pick up that are, at 50 cents each, and then I also got the pumpkin Build-A-Bear, but these are two of the little plushies I got from that store. I also take y'all around to some other parts of this thrift store. That was all like knickknacks and stuff like that. This is all electronics slash home appliances, little appliances you can use. I don't typically pick up those unless I know what they are, so that's why I didn't pick that up. You got some chairs and tables here. I generally don't pick up those as well either, couches, stuff like that. These are all board games and puzzles. If that board game was new, that Disney's seen it, it might have been worth it. Same with the Wits and Wagers, but usually you're not going to find new board games at a thrift store, obviously. At that stop, I picked up this pumpkin Build-A-Bear, this KC Wolf guy that I've sold pretty well in the past, and I decided to pick him up because I still have a decent amount left, but I think once football season picks up, he'll go back to selling pretty well. Little Woodstock. These are 50 cents each, and the Build-A-Bear was $1. Then they threw in this little Build-A-Bear clothing. I'm pretty sure it's Build-A-Bear. It looks like it is. I didn't show any of these in the video, but as I was checking out, I saw these on the little display at the checkout area. They're Peggy Nisbet made in England dolls. They're basically fashioned around like people, Catherine Parr and Queen Elizabeth and people like that. Some of these are worth big money. These are probably each worth anywhere between $20 to $40, but I paid $3 for each one, so I will lot up like those three right there, which I think are all Queen Elizabeth, and the other ones I might do individually, but it looked like they were worth it to me based on comps. I wasn't even the first person there, so someone probably got some of the good ones, and to me, they left behind profit, but because the comps showed that they were selling at least 100% sell-through rate. Now, there weren't many listed, so who knows how often they're going to sell, but I think they will sell, and I will definitely get these listed and hopefully sold. So I got 7 of those at $3 each. I don't think they're going to resell for much either. I also look at this plush. It's Bloom Brothers. Never heard of it. I don't pick it up. That little guy, thought about picking him up. He did actually make noise and stuff, so might have been worth it, but I just wasn't feeling the plush at this thrift store. I see Clarice, Rudolph's girlfriend. I do press the buttons, and she does seem to work, but it doesn't seem like she's really working very well, so obviously I didn't pick her up either. And after this, I think I'm going to go to try and show y'all some more stuff after I finish looking through the plush. I'm just grasping at straws here trying to find one that might be worth it. Because at that point I think I had 2 or 3 in my hand that I was thinking about getting. Then I realized Beckham was like $2. You know, I wasn't going to pay that for him, so like I said earlier, I wind up putting all them back. Here's the section where they just put out the new, or they had all their new stuff put out. Again, I didn't see anything here that was worth it for me to pick up. It might have been worth it. Y'all let me know if y'all see something here that you think is worth it for me to pick up. I didn't find much of this thrift store. This Bears hat, breast cancer awareness hat, I picked up. And then this Las Vegas Knights hat. I think I paid $1 or $2 for that one. I paid like $4 for this one. This one's going for around $30. I didn't actually look up that one yet, but breast cancer awareness usually does pretty well. This is my last stop of this thrift with me. This is an America's Thrift store in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I like to go to this thrift store because I can usually find something decent. It's a pretty big store, so if you don't go too often, in theory, I mean, I guess they put out new stuff every day, so I should just go every day, but I don't have time to do that. I gotta list stuff too. But I look at these golf clubs. I didn't recognize any of the brands as being anything great, so I do actually not wind up picking up any of these golf clubs. I go and look at the toys. They always have toys out here. I never actually really find anything good, but you know what I'm going for. I'm going for the plush. These little Hatchimals, $3. I'm not going to pay that much for a Hatchimal. Some might be worth it, but I don't know exactly which ones, so I just pass on the Hatchimals. These are all plush that are priced individually, so it's usually anywhere from $1 up to $4 or $5. Y'all see anything here that you might think is worth it? Just doing a little survey real quick. There's Bullseye. Y'all see Bullseye right there? I do actually go pick him up, which is why I'm mentioning it in the video. But there's other ones in here that there was like one little chipmunk in there I think I passed up, and I didn't realize I passed him up. But these plush bags are always fun to look at. I always try to find them. I wish they'd let me make my own plush bags, so then I would actually buy a lot more. If you know anything about Barbies, are any of those worth it? Let me know. And then there's also toys there that I don't pick up. This is what I picked up at the final stop. This little guy, Bullseye, was actually the cheapest out of everything. He was 99 cents for some reason. Not sure why. He does have a little bit of pilling on him, so I'm probably gonna sell him as is because that'd take a lot of work to clean him up. But for 99 cents, I wasn't gonna pass up Bullseye. This little bag, I'm not gonna open it right now, but it's Comet and Lammy, and then a couple other plushies. That one's actually, I didn't even realize it when I bought it, but that one is actually a small little Build-A-Bear. And then I saw a little Squishmallow in there, so I had to get this bag. Not sure if I should have. I think I just got it because I saw the Squishmallow. It's tiny Squishmallow, so it's probably not worth much. But there's also like this little Tykes dog in here. And then I'm not sure. I think that's a Hallmark bear as well. Last item of the find is this guy. Another feisty pet. I had to pick it up. It's a little unicorn feisty pet. So I got 2 feisty pets on this. I'm starting to find more of those, but this is a little feisty pet. It's the unicorn one. I think it was Glenda, might have been its name. Not exactly sure, but that's it for the video, guys. Don't forget to leave a like down below. Comment with your favorite plush, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.